Good evening, everyone. It's me, Jordan Thomas, doing another video. This time I'll be talking to you guys about the Mets series win in Atlanta this week. This was a great series win in Atlanta for many reasons. Now, it's April, I know, it's early in the year, I understand, but this is great for the Mets that they won 2 out of 3 in Atlanta. It was really supposed to be a 4-game series, but because it got postponed because of the rain, it ended up being shortened to 3 because they won't do the game again till the September 26th. But this was a nice series win for the Mets in many aspects because they not only beat the Braves today to win the series, they humiliated them in their own ballpark in Atlanta, 16-4, and quite frankly, the Braves have dominated the Mets for years. We haven't had much success against them in the past, especially not in Atlanta. Atlanta's been a place of horror for us. So, for us to win 2 out of 3, I could say this has been a very encouraging series. The first game was very encouraging because we were losing 4-0. Our starter, Julio Teheran, only gave us 2 2/3, gave up 4 runs. We came back to win that one 8-7, even though the Braves almost came back, but we got the win there. Then the second game of the series on Tuesday, we were losing 6-0 going into the 8th inning, and we came back and chipped away and got it to 6-5. We even had Pete Alonso up with 2 outs and a runner on first with a chance to possibly win the game, but he struck out, so the Mets came up just short, but that was encouraging because the Braves bullpen has been dynamite so far this year. They've been tough to hit, so it's cool to know that the Mets are showing resiliency and they're coming back against a great Braves team, and that's what's been encouraging about these last 7 games after the Mets start 0-5. That's been the encouraging sign of it all. Like, we're 5-2 in our last 7 after starting 0-5. We won our last 2 series, and after the disastrous 1-5 start on our home field, we went on the road and took 4 out of 6. Took 2 out of 3 in Cincinnati, and took 2 out of 3 in Atlanta against a very tough Atlanta team who's dominated the division for the last 6 years straight. And I just hope this series could possibly be good for us, but don't want to think too far ahead. We're trying to build baby steps, so winning series will definitely help us build good habits and build a good culture and give us some confidence. And then today they won 16-4. It was amazing to see them jump out to a big lead and not fall behind, because that's what we've done in the first 2 games in Atlanta. We fell behind and then played catch up. It was nice. The Mets got a nice early lead. Got a 7-0 lead first 3 innings, knocked the starter out early, and gave our starting pitcher some room to work with. Katana gave us 5 in the 3rd inning, 3 runs. A pretty good outing. 5 in the 3rd is not bad. I'll take that. 5 in the 3rd. As long as the starters start giving us at least more than 5 or 6 innings, I'll take it. It will help our bullpen it will help us not wear out our bullpen, because we have a lot of games coming up, but overall, I'm very encouraged about this series and about the Red Series. The offense is starting to hit a little bit. We scored 8 runs the first game of the series in Atlanta. We scored another 16 today, 16 on 12 hits, and then even the game we lost, we scored 5 runs. That's key. The key, I think, for the Mets to be consistent and have a good year, I think if our starters could give us 5 or 6 innings consistently, I don't see why not the Mets could be competitive and make the playoffs and be a wild card team, or maybe compete for the division. You never know, but don't want to get too far ahead of ourselves. It's just good to see the balance of the offense, which has been really struggling so far this year. Today was a great balanced offensive day too. Nimmo had 2 hits, 2 for 5. Tyrone Taylor hit a grand slam, 1 for 1. A pitch hit 1. Marte 2 for 5. Lindor 1 for 6. He's still trying to get his bat warm, but he'll get it warm as the weather warms up. Alonso, 2 for 4. Brett Beatty, 1 for 5. Alvarez, 2 for 5. Jeff McNeil, 2 for 3. DJ Stewart, 1 for 5. And Bader, 2 for 5. That's what we're going to need too, balance in our offense. It won't be enough for just one or two guys to be batting well. The whole lineup has to do good in order for us to be able to win games against tougher teams. But that series is over. Now the Mets get to go home and play 6 games, starting against the Kansas City Royals, who's doing better this year, so it won't be a cakewalk. The Royals did sweep us last year, so we have to come in and play and take 2 out of 3, just continue the trend of winning series. But overall, as of right now, I'm very encouraged by this last road trip. But I just want to say thank you everyone for listening to my takes on the Mets and the Knicks, and you'll be hearing more from me soon throughout the year. I just want to say have a good weekend everyone. I'm Jordan Thomas saying good night.